Before jumping into Penn Relays, can you reflect back on what you were able to do a couple weeks ago and setting that NCAA record and how that race went for you, and what you felt being able to accomplish that record?
Well, before going into the race, I didn't really have a clue of how it was gonna come out, being that it was my first opener, and so just opening with that, and then really just going with like blind, really going into the race. I just prayed about it and hoped that I could come out with a good outcome, and the outcome I came out with was more than just good. I was really blessed to have Brooke be a good pacer, for the race to go really smooth and comfortable, and then finishing like I could really go faster than that. Was kind of a bit of a confidence boost that my training is paying off. So just to sum it up, the race really felt comfortable, like we were at practice, just training behind each other, and I'm really blessed to have a great running partner like Brooke.
You think you can go faster?
I do. I felt really good afterwards. It didn't feel nearly as bad as it did after indoor nationals when my hamstrings were on fire. So just being able to finish that and run that time, and then still feeling confident that I could do better, is something that's really making me even more motivated to see what I can do for the rest of the season.
Well, what about this weekend?
This weekend.
Yeah, is it fun going to Penn, fun participating in the relays like that?
Yeah, it's always fun when we make a huge trip, because really we're bringing the whole school with us, the whole Tracktown USA, across our journeys to the East Coast. So going to Penn Relays is always exciting, just to see a new type of culture on the East Coast, and just bringing our talents to really put on a show and show what we're doing here on the West Coast and at Oregon to those on the East Coast that really have no idea.
So how would you describe that East Coast track culture versus what we see out here in the West?
The East Coast, I know for sure they take indoor way seriously, but just that track culture and having Penn Relays be the biggest meet in pretty much the world, and having all these Jamaicans and all the pros, and just really it's really like a festival for track. That's really what it is. And so being able to experience that, even when it was my first time going to Penn Relays, the recognition that we get from people on the East Coast, they're like literally amazed to see Oregon all the way over there in Philadelphia, and they're always so excited to take pictures. Like, we're literally like celebrities when we're at Penn Relays, because they don't see Oregon much at many functions. And so when we do come, as we have in the past, and we put on a show, they're always excited to see how we match up with the Jamaicans in different relays, and the pros in different relays, and other really well-talented competitors.
So do you look forward to that competition against the pros and that different next level competition? Oh
yeah, for sure. Running against the pros, different people from different countries, it's something that I really do look forward to, because the excitement is always there. The Jamaicans, I keep going back to them, because they come with their horns, with the flags, the colors, everything. So it's really the USA versus the world concept on the collegiate level. So that's kind of what I look forward to when we travel that far.
What are your goals for the rest of the season?
My goals for the rest of the season are to stay consistent as far as the balance between school, personal life, and track. I always want to keep that consistent, and to have some bigger goals in the summer. So to make the world team, to the London team, but also to really drop my PR. I want to do better than 159. Like, even freshman year, I've been saying I wanted to do better than 159. So going into Mount Sac, I didn't know I was going to do better than 159, but for that to happen, that's kind of reassuring that I have more to offer to the 800 period. I want to improve, so that's definitely some personal goals.
Just setting that record make you feel better about chasing your 5th 800 title?
Definitely. I really, honestly, I just run. Mm-hmm. So what comes with me being consistent and just training hard in practice with Brooke, and being motivated by the rest of my teammates and just keeping a steady, lifestyle in track and away from the track is really how I kind of I move. And so I just trust God and keep everything consistent and just go with the flow. And then I'm just blessed with all these great things that are happening. So I'm really trying to just write my own chapter.
Is trying not, you try not to look too far ahead, but those goals of making the world team, is it similar to last year, trying to not look ahead to the trials and that goal?
Definitely, because I'm the type of person that I like to appreciate each moment for what it is. So I don't really like to look far often. I'll look far as when I'm planning my goals, but as far as the process to leading up to those meets, I like to just take one meet at a time to fix and focus on what I need to focus on. So after Mount Sac, I broke the collegiate record. It didn't feel like it until later on, but I really want to go back to the drawing boards. Johnson's still coming to me like, okay, well, we got to fix this. So it's just a reassurance that each race is different. There's always something to work on, and that's really what I want to improve, is tuning those little things so that when it gets time to running in worlds or trying to make the team, that I have everything pretty much up to par to work on.